Time's approximately 6 p.m. and October 24th, 2024. Farragut Board Mayor and Alderman meeting will now begin. And we'll wait till the...
They mentioned, but ours is 1.1. We just want 0.1 reduction. We just said you could 0.2 reduction.
Yes, ma'am.
My signature is not worth anything.
There you go.
If we had time, I was going to ask Rob if they talk.
Sure.
Like if we want to bring a tournament in, how many courts do we ask for or something?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I agree with him.
Yeah, whenever I go to the next, to the board members. You got anything? Thanks, guys. Stick with it. Depends on how they sharpen it. There's something.
Hey, how are you? Oh, yeah. Okay.
We do need to.
Okay. So they'll have it.
I think they're going to come up and they'll say, do we have a number?
Stephanie was gonna come in and they were like, also, I was like,
Gotcha.
Did they win it?
what?
Did they win it? Good.
Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and online. I want to thank you for your presence at tonight's Board Mayor and Alderman meeting. My name is Ron Williams, 4th elected mayor of town of Farragut. We appreciate that each of you has taken your time from your busy schedules to either attend or view tonight's meeting to see how our town government works. All Farragut Board Mayor and Alderman meetings are public notice per Tennessee state law. All board meetings and minutes are taken and are available to each. The meeting will be recorded and can be viewed at a later date on YouTube. If you're in attendance, you should be able to pick up a copy of tonight's agenda at the door when you came in. If you were not able to attend tonight and are viewing from home, then the agenda is available online or at our website. For those in attendance that would like to speak, please pick up a blue card at the door, write in your name and the agenda number that you wish to comment on. There will also be time reserved near the end of the meeting for citizens' comments on non-agenda subjects, which also requires you fill out a blue card with citizen comments as the time that you wish to speak. On each agenda item, the mayor will ask the town recorder for residents' input. During this time, any Farragut resident wishing to speak to the board on that specific agenda item may do so for 3 minutes. After being recognized by the mayor, please go to the podium microphone in order to be heard and viewed by all. To conduct efficient and business-like meetings, the town has adopted rules for how the meetings will be conducted. Primarily, these rules are designed to keep the meeting moving, assure that all points of view are heard and considered, and to provide common courtesy to everyone. We ask that you observe the established meeting rules when addressing the board. At the beginning of your presentation, please state your name and address for the record. We ask that you address all of your questions to the mayor, or in his absence, the vice mayor. Do not direct questions to alderman or staff. If necessary, the mayor may call on an alderman or staff member concerning your question or your comments. Once you've given your input, please return to your seat so that we can continue. We ask that every speaker avoid the use of improper language, profanity, or other inappropriate conduct, and address issues, not individuals or personalities. Speakers should strive to avoid redundancy and should have their own original viewpoints. We ask that you also stay on topic for that agenda item. Okay, meeting call to order. We'll start tonight with a roll call by our town recorder.
Alderman Burnett.
Here.
Alderman Kane.
Here.
Alderman White. Vice Mayor Meyer.
Here.
Mayor Williams.
Mayor Williams here. We do have a quorum. Let's please stand for a silent prayer, which will be followed by Pledge of Allegiance to our country's flag, which will be led tonight by Alderman Alex Kane.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, do we have any agenda
No, sir.
amendments? We do not? Okay, I'd like to have a motion, please. Okay, if in favor of approval, please say yes.
Yes.
Yes. Let the record show the October 24th, 2024 agenda has been approved as posted. Do we have any amendments to the minutes?
No, sir.
None?
Move to approve.
Second.
Okay. If in favor of approval, please say yes.
Yes.
Let the record show that October 10th minutes have been approved as posted with no amendments. Mayor's report, I will start with a thank you to our staff for all the work put in the makings of successful 2024 Intro to Farragut class. Also, a reminder to all, Freaky Friday is tomorrow night. Next will be Vice Mayor's report. Do you have any other aldermen? I see Alderman Burnett.
Yeah, so I was just gonna highlight Freaky Friday, 5 to 7, be there, bring your kids, bring somebody else's kids. It's a lot of fun and a whole lot of sugar, so make sure and get out there, and you can leave about 6:45 and then head up to watch Farragut play Hardin Valley at home, one of their last 2 home games. Playoffs are on the line, so we need a win, and we need you there. Next, we got the Farragut Museum hosting a veteran salute at the Battle of Campbell Station event on Sunday, November 10th at 1 o'clock, and that's here at the Community Center. And then lastly, there'll be more information coming out soon about the synthetic ice rink at Campbell Station. The skating options begin on November 23rd, which, is that Light the Park?
It's 25th.
25th?
25th.
Yes.
Yeah, the 25th. And those will stay up through beginning of January. So a lot of exciting stuff. It's a really fun time of year to be in this town, and I hope you enjoy some of our activities.
Okay, anyone else?
No.
Okay. Okay, we will next go to ordinances. Tonight, we have only one for public hearing and review. As well, we do have resolutions, but we'll start with ordinance 2418, a public hearing on the second reading of ordinance 2418 on the ordinance of Town of Farragut, Tennessee, amending the fiscal year 2024-2025 capital investment program and ARPA funds budget. It was passed by ordinance 2407.
Yes, sir. There are no changes since the first reading. And to summarize it, the ARPA fund will increase by $32,579, and this is for the McPhee Park stormwater parking facilities. And to fund that will be funded through the capital investment program from the stormwater fund in that account. And the motion is to approve ordinance 2418 on second and final reading.
Move to approve.
Okay, we have any resident comments
No,
signed
sir.
up for this? We do not? Okay. Then discussion, Alderman White? Vice Mayor?
No, sir.
Alderman Burnett?
No questions.
Alderman Kane?
No, sir.
I have none as well. We've reviewed this once, so with discussion complete, I'll ask the town recorder for a roll call vote, please.
Alderman Burnett.
Yes.
Alderman Kane.
Yes.
Alderman White. Yes. Vice Mayor Meyer.
Yes.
Mayor Williams.
Mayor Williams, yes. Let the record show the request to amend ordinance 2407 by ordinance 2418 has been approved on the second reading by unanimous roll call vote on October 24th, 2024 at approximately 6:11 p.m. Okay, resolutions. We have 3 resolutions to review and approve tonight. We'll start off with approval of Resolution R 2024-10, authorizing the town to participate in the Public Entity Partners Property Conservation Matching Grant Program.
Yes, sir. The Public Entity Partners, they offer an annual matching grant for security equipment and devices. The objective of the grant is to help members purchase items designed to protect insured property from damage and loss. And this year, the funding is already included in the FY 24-25 budget, and there's a reimbursement up to $4,000. The motion is to approve Resolution R 2024-10, authorizing the town of Farragut to participate in the Public Entity Partners Property Conservation Matching Grant Program.
Move to approve.
Okay, any residents'
No, sir.
comments on this one? None, we have none. Okay, Alderman White? Alderman Kane?
None.
Alderman Burnett?
No questions.
Vice Mayor?
Pass.
I have none as well. With discussion complete, I'll ask if all in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Let the record show the board has approved Resolution R 2024-10. Next will be approval of Resolution R 2024-15, authorizing the town to participate in Public Entity Partners James L. Richardson Driver Safety Matching Grant Program.
Yes, sir. Similar to the previous one, the objective of this grant is to help members address training needs and safety concerns for employees that operate town vehicles and purchase items designed to reduce the automobile liability claims. The grant's a 50-50 matching grant for training and driver safety related purchases and 100% reimbursement for the motor vehicle records checks. Funding is already included in the 24-25 budget, and the reimbursement is up to $1,000 will be requested. Motion is to approve Resolution R 2024-15, authorizing the town to participate in the Public Entity Partners James L. Richardson Driving Safety Matching Grant Program.
Move to approve.
Second.
Okay. Do we have anyone
No, sir.
comment on this one? Okay, Alderman White? No, sir. Alderman Kane?
Nope.
Alderman Burnett? No questions. Vice Mayor?
Pass.
I have nothing as well. With discussion completed, I will ask if in favor of approval, please say yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Let the record show that the board has approved Resolution R 2024-15. Approval of Resolution R 2024-16, authorizing the town to participate in Public Entity Partners Cybersecurity Partners Matching Grant Program.
Similar to the other two, this one helps us with purchases related to cybersecurity tools, training, and service to help protect the ransomware and social engineering attacks and allow members to increase their ability to qualify for the cybersecurity insurance coverage. Funding is already available in the 25 budget, and the reimbursement of up to $1,500 will be requested. The approval is to approve Resolution R 2024, authorizing the town to participate in the Public Entity Partners Cybersecurity Matching Grant Program.
Move to approve.
Okay. Any resident comments?
I do have one.
Okay.
It's Kimberly Parks.
Thank you. Ms. Parks?
Kimberly Parks, 10701 Farragut Hills Boulevard. I think this is a great grant to get involved in, first of all. But I do have some concerns that I think I need to address with your cybersecurity policy. I, as a citizen, was a direct violation of my privacy by one of the elected board members up here, and last year around this time. And you guys need to put some kind of regulations in place to keep them from taking that information that they gained and sending it to their personal emails, because that is where I draw the line. When you take my private information, and I wasn't the only one they did it to. There were 2 other people that it happened to, but one of them, because he had never actually been involved in anything digitally with you guys, they couldn't find him. So I asked that you guys put some kind of regulations in place to where that kind of abuse cannot happen again. Because as a citizen, our information is just as private as yours. Thank you.
That's all of our speakers.
Okay, then I'll respond to that. And this is specifically to whenever information is sent to us as a town, it becomes public record. Citizens can request that information. As a citizen, I also can request that information. So if there's emails or anything that is sent to the town by a citizen and we have it as public record, then that can be requested by anyone in the town, which includes the board members. So I hope that is sufficient for that request. Yes, ma'am, you can respond.
An IP address is not public record.
If you send an email to the town,
It's not public record. And we can go to the cybersecurity laws and we can find out if it is.
well,
Man.
we'll ask we'll ask David Smoke about that.
Mayor, I'd have to look that up specifically to know for sure. The law on, anything in the law on exemptions to that is pretty thick and very lengthy, so we just have to go back and look, but we're happy to do that.
Well, there had been a rash of public requests for all my emails by, yes, I am, but I'm also a citizen. I'm still a citizen, ma'am. We have concluded this conversation?
That's all of our speakers.
Okay. Next, we will go with a discussion by our board members, and we'll start with Alderman White. None. Alderman Kane.
None.
Alderman Burnett.
No questions.
Vice Mayor.
Pass.
None as well. With discussion closed, I'll ask in favor of approval. Please say yes.
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 Any noes? Okay, thank you. Let the record show that the board approved resolution R 2024-16. Next will be business items. Looks like we have only one item to review and consider for approval. The approval of Jamestown Boulevard road closure for special events for Farragut Christmas Parade and Santa's Village.
Yes, sir. Included in your packets tonight is a request for the approval for an event application for the Farragut Schools Christmas Parade. The event is scheduled for Sunday, December 8th from 2 to 5 p.m. The event is being presented to the board because of the closure of Jamestown Boulevard. The FHS Christmas Parade will be beginning at the Farragut Community Center and at the McGill Plaza. Volunteers will be responsible for defining the route and cleaning up after the event. The Sheriff's Department will also be on hand. Staff recommends that approval of the event subject to proper notification to any of the affected entities and the provision of the adequate traffic control. The motion is to approve the FHS event application involving the use of the town's public rights-of-ways and pedestrian facilities and closure of Jamestown Boulevard for the FHS Christmas Parade on December 8th, 2024.
Move to approve.
Second.
Okay, any resident comments?
No, sir.
Okay, well, discussion, we'll start out with Alderman Burnett. I think you know a
Well,
little bit about this.
Well, we do have a resident here. If she wants to step up to the microphone.
Hello, hello. I'm
Yeah.
Julie Goodrich, representing the Farragut Christmas Parade at Santa's Village.
Thank you, Julie. You know, I've had the privilege to work with this group for the last few years, and they are absolutely amazing, and I hope you put it on the front page about this group of moms, Julie and Tony and Stephanie. They've been great. They just have had really one big problem, which is they can't stop growing. And so the parade
It's a good problem.
gets longer and it wraps around itself, and we're looking all over Farragut, and we looked at so many routes. So many routes block off too many accesses to neighborhoods and make it really, really difficult. And then we've got Kingston Pike, which is a tough place to block off, but it's coming in the future. But this route that was identified, studied, and gained the permissions of the shopping center and everyone around, I think is a really, really good option. So you've got access to the high school if you need to. You can come stage on
In here,
yes,
stage in here.
Jamestown. And then it's going to go around and finish up in the shopping center where Santa's Village will be right behind the Campbell Station Inn. Very festive. The lights will be there. The synthetic ice rink will be there. Just really an amazing event to have and to grow so rapidly. And so to you moms who get paid nothing and make nothing out of spending all this time meeting with me and doing this for our town, we just wanted to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank
We
you.
love to do it,
And we
yes.
hope it gets even bigger.
Move we approve.
You okay, Dave? You okay down there?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You sound like you're coughing, bud.
Let's approve it and move on.
So, thank you for all the hard work you do, because we have thousands of families and kids.
And thank you for what you guys are doing around the Ralph McGill Plaza, because we feel like that's a really good spot to move it to this year for Santa's Village and Santa and the ice rink and all of that will be very
You bet.
festive.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Alderman Kane,
Nothing.
you have nothing? Okay, Alderman, Vice Mayor.
Pass.
I have nothing. How about you, Alderman White? None? Okay. With discussion complete, I'll ask if you're in favor, vote by saying yes.
Yes. Yes.
Let the record show the board has approved the request.
Thank you, thank you.
Next will be citizens' comments.
I have two speakers. The first one's George Ellis.
George Ellis.
George Ellis, 12650 Brass Lantern Lane in the lovely town of Farragut. I took some notes whilst this workshop was going on, and I have to give the town members of the board that proved how practical and pragmatic they can be when they want to be. But we're still here for the local residents and the Farragut pickleball players. I don't mean people from Hardin Valley. They got their own thing they can do. So the issues that cause the ongoing angst to the local residents coming from pickleball continues. Second item is there appears to be a recent acceleration, which is good, in venture capital going into large square footage buildings or existing ones to house pickleball courts. This is a phenomenon that started down in Florida and it's coming up this way. I think we can see a whole bunch of tax dollars coming into the Farragut coffers if we do this right. There's a huge demand for commercial use, plus the more capacity for square footage for venues that can handle tournaments that are now going on. I had no idea. I just found out this morning off a lady I met here. Lastly, and still the most important consideration, I heard the designers speak, I heard you guys speak, but I think what's getting a little bit lost here is the original reason why we're all here talking about pickleball. It was to remove pickleball from the McPhee area as soon as possible, not to have pickleball courts that would be over the top or to be so complex to break budgets or even to be designed in the complexity that it is. Design work, you look at a design and you say to yourself, is this aesthetically pleasing? Engineering law number 101. That's how you judge things. Make it as simple as possible. We just need a good number of pickleball courts that will suffice for today's Farragut residents. If this game takes off like it seems, the commercial market will take it over no matter what the town does. I'll tell you right now, that's what's going to happen. We don't need a Wimbledon pickleball court over there off of Watt Road. We appreciate Ron Ostrush doing his diligence and trying to find a happy medium for all the players and the local residents. Moving the pickleball courts and their inherent noise was the genesis of why we are all here and why this matter still exists. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Kim Parks.
Okay, so real quick, Mr. Mayor, when you put in a request, you have to put it in writing. And upon the emails that came to me, there was no request in writing from you, just a verbal back and forth between you and administrative staff. So you did not do it as a citizen. So we're going to just close that book right there. But I do ask you guys to put some kind of policy in place that prevents this from happening again. Second item that I wanted to talk about is restoring the 5-minute rule, because there was no actual explanation on why you guys lowered it to 3. I know other boards have in the past, like the Knox County School Board. They lowered theirs from 5 to 3 because they had a reason. Do you know how many people were signed up during the mass mandate to speak? A lot of people. So they lowered it to 3, and they did it by a vote. Nobody just dictated that they're just going to lower it to 3 and it's going to stay there. We shouldn't have changed it without a notice and without a vote by you guys. I know you guys probably don't think it's a big deal, but there have been times that we have gone over speaking, even with the 5-minute rule. So it would be nice to restore the 5-minute talking time, because then we wouldn't have to worry about, cramming everything into 3 minutes, because sometimes it takes a little bit longer to get your point across. So thank you. You guys have a great day.
And that concludes our speakers.
Okay, thank you. Town Administrator.
Thanks, Mayor. I got a few things tonight. I'd like to, first of all, give kudos to Allison Myers and our finance staff. This year, we received notice from the Government Finance Officers Association that we have received the annual comprehensive financial report for FY 2023, the end-of-year audit, from GFOA for the Certificate of Achievements for Excellence in Financial Reporting. This is the highest form of recognition in governmental accounting and financial reporting, and its attainment represents a significant accomplishment by a government and its management. So not only that, but Allison herself will receive an award of financial reporting achievement from GFOA as well. So I'd just like to say kudos to Allison and all the hard work she does in getting our audit performed each and every year. So congratulations. A couple other accomplishments we had from some of our staff. Over the last month, Chris Sheffield, our operations manager, he completed and passed his exam to be a project management professional. It's a pretty big exam, pretty big accomplishment, and he was just received that here in early October. And then Eric Schindler, our deputy town engineer, he also passed his professional engineer exam, PE exam, which is a big, big deal. And we're super proud of both Chris and Eric and both of their accomplishments there. And finally, I'd just like to thank the board. I was able to attend the Tennessee City Manager Association meeting this past couple of days. And I finished up my presidency this year. It was my turn to take it. And so I wrapped up and handed that off to Jay Evans from the city of Brentwood. But I really appreciate the board allowing me to do continuing education with our Tennessee City Manager Association. And that's all I have to report.
Okay, thank you. Well, we don't have a town attorney tonight, so the time is approximately 6:29 p.m. And without objection, the October 24th, 2024 Farragut Board of Mayor and Aldermen meeting is now adjourned.